That's good. There we are. Freaking Hawks, baby. The Hawk episode. The Hawks episode, I think so, right? Papa and Endeavour. I think Mom is finally back. I really want to see what Mom is gonna do. And we got Hawks coming in, right? So I think it's be interesting to see the Batmobile that Jeanist, I guess, has. That'd be interesting. And definitely was Mom, right? Todoroki Momma coming in this episode in disguise, certainly. Started any moment here, so this should be starting now. Every time, you know. See commercial break. See commercial break. Oh, here we go. Bam, there we go. Yeah. Sitter lite hospital igår. Ja, det är såhär recap. I guess, didn't you see Bakugo last time too? A little bit recap there. I think so. Yeah, it's been the recapping now, you know, it's a recapping. Yeah. He's obviously very injured. Yeah. The opening. The preview looks good, right? It looks like it's best Jeanist like, oh yeah, we're gonna get my Batmobile. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, let's go and shoot, I guess, like threads on his on his car or something. You're like, okay. I think so. Him and of course our bro Hawk right there coming in there. I think so. Oh, sorry, no. Throw it. Sorry. Yeah, I my throat there. Still the opening also, I mean. Still the opening. So the Eve opening, of course. And then crying neck and so on. But yeah, I think I must have to see what Marvel's gonna do, right? For Todoroki. Oh, I should have a Todoroki figure here. Oh man. Yeah, let me get a Todoroki figure. It's probably... This anime doesn't have very long commercial breaks. Yeah, let's see here. I think it has no break, right? Yeah. Oh, it's Baby Hawks. But I like the things like, Endeavour, you're my hero. Come on. And he was like, Endeavour was some man. Okay, he's watching alwways, I guess. This is alwways comes in, right? I'm here. Yeah. But that is so cool. Endeavour. Papa Endeavour! He's like, that's my real hero. Yes, Elephant Man or something? With... Yeah. That is nice. He was like, that guy's way cooler than All Might. Come on. You know, Baby Hawks was like, oh my god, that fire guy! He's even cooler. Was that training, I guess? He's like a poor... I think his father's a criminal, right? It's like a poor kid. He also got some kind of wing. Yeah, I guess the dad also has some kind of feather power. But they're different, I guess, because they're on his... Yeah, they're on his head instead. TV doesn't work anymore. haven't paid the bills, I guess. I guess so. Haven't paid the electric bills or whatever. Man, the Hawks clearly is like an absolute horrible life. Yeah, they not only is they for some douchebag, but they're like living in a dump basically. There's trash everywhere and so on. Man, this is like this. Yeah, this living in a dump, right? Oh. Man, now we get the sad Hawk backstory. We're gonna have Yamato's backstory later today. Yeah, we're gonna have One Piece. I mean, quite similar, you know. And Kaido is like stupid girl, yeah, and it's gonna be very similar, I suppose. He already got his mother's hair. Oh yeah, she got some kind of weird eye power. Think about it. And then you sleep in the trash? Like, what is wrong with his parents? Not only he's like a douche, but like, what was it? Like, he just lies and sleeps on the trash in the middle of the what, in the room? Poor baby Hawks. Little baby, the Endeavour doll. Yeah, it rains inside because they don't have like freaking roof either. But yeah, mom got this like eye, yeah.
そんで捕まっちゃったって。エンデバーに。エンデバー。
Now we get the Endeavour.
瞬間、夢は現実に。テレビの中にしか。
He really loves Endeavour. The only thing he had in his life was the light of Endeavour. Man, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps for the poor baby Hawks, man. He only had one thing going for him. He's like, I like Endeavour. Man, this yeah, I guess Endeavour freed him, so to speak. Yeah. But you know, his mom can control ice, right? And his father had some kind of, I guess, bird power or something. So I guess that's maybe why he can control his feathers. Maybe it's a combination of, you know, being a bird with her. Yeah, now and dad is dead or whatever, you know, like. Maybe he's gonna get by his state or something. We've seen him being trained before, right? We've seen Hawks kind of training, exactly. He's probably gonna get picked up by some government something. And yeah, they're like, let's pick up your kid here because you're clearly like a. But honestly, for him, it's probably better, even though he gets kind of. Even though they're gonna pick Hawks and put some kind of weird laboratory or whatever, right? It's probably better because his mom is cray cray, and his father was. Yeah, like a low-life criminal, right? He lived in trash. It's probably better for him if he actually gets picked up and lives in some laboratory. It's probably safer. This we've seen before, right? When he trains in this. Yeah, when they have Hawk training in some weird way. But before I knew his real backstory, his full backstory, you can imagine him being some kind of lab rat being trained. But now it's like, actually, being a lab rat is an upgrade from his trash life. Yeah, it's like, man, this trash life was way worse. Yeah, can I save people? Can I become a Endeavour? Oh yeah, he's sleeping in his car. That's what's happening. He's flashbacking, of course. Here we go. Now they're gonna get into the car ride. Come on, now we're getting the car ride. See, this is clearly the Batmobile. Like, he's straight up his Batman. Oh, Hawks can't speak anymore, or maybe temporary. I don't know if it's permanent. It is. I should have my Batman outfit on me. Oh, it's straight up the Batmobile. It clearly is. We gotta fake that, of course. Okay, here we go. They're gonna go and capture villains in his Batmobile. Soon he's gonna have his Bat bike, and he's gonna have his Bat plate, and this is gonna be like it's gonna have all of the Bat stuff, right? Yeah. Oh. The Hawk can't speak clearly, so he's Oh yeah, he's gonna flashback. That's pretty cool. The flashbacking is very dark, but the flashbacking inside his car by using the windows in the car to flashback. Then we saw the Nobus. Yeah. fake best Jeanist body in the... Yeah. Here we go. Now they're gonna be Batman and Robin. Well, Hawkins is Robin there, right? Come on, definitely. Yeah, here we go. Some low-life criminals. Oh, he's stealing karage? Oh my god, this is obviously a death sentence, man. Can go out to see food. So he calls the Batmobile. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, but I mean, it's like he goes up. He got like his version of. He doesn't hair and everything when he laughs. Arigato, pessimist! It's like he comes out there and it's like, yeah, it's me, guys. And he got his hair in front of everyone. They're like, that's pessimist. He need to like improve his hairstyle too while he's talking to people. Because everyone is like, yeah, they're not really trusting in the heroes anymore, right? Yeah, this guy's like losers, yeah, stupid heroes, yeah, you know. But I like if he's like, this is my sidekick, Hawks. He's like, come on. Probably, no? Okay, what now then? What is Pokemon? Very empty house. One ladder to them.
男の人たちが入ってきて家族のことを教えろと脅されて敬語とあなたのお父さんのことを話してしまいました。本当にごめんなさい。
A lot of flashbacks. I think we're gonna jump to Momma probably. Yeah, I think we see, you know, Rei Todoroki, right? Mama Todoroki. Yes, I was saved by Endevour, right? He looks so happy. Oh, poor Hawks, man. He's living in a dump. Oh, the Destro one day. That was kind of silly. The flashback in the Destro fight. With not the Death fight, but the government. Oh wait, takes off the mask so he can't speak still. There's a mom flashback. Mom flashback. She stole the doll, probably. I'm just gonna say that I have no high hopes for his poor mom here. Okay, she didn't like care about what he was like. That was my only light, my Endevour. Yeah, so he can't still talk about the mask, but it's kind of raspy, right? Yeah, so you can still talk without the mask, right? Well, he almost has a lot of guilt of killing twice, right? So. Yeah, then mom having like a breakdown here in the street phone there. He is saving people and so on. As a kid, yeah. Well, I mean, his power is very powerful. Yeah, he was there saving people as like a little baby, basically. Yeah, but this scene is adorable and sad at the same time, man. With Hawks like, yeah, I'm gonna push the Hawks as eye catcher. But man, that was terrible. Poor Hawks. You saw him as a kid, and he's just like living in the trash, and yeah, his father just like beats him up, and you know, mom has some kind of obviously mental issues, as I said, right? Like I said earlier, usually, right, when you see a character living in a kind of weird lab rat situation, right? You feel like, oh, the government's evil, but no, this time the government was like, you know what, we should raise this kid. It was better that the government took him in this situation. It was way better the government took him. This is way better. So that was much better for him. Kind of weird, man. But yeah, commercial break now. Back. Now we're gonna have probably Todoroki, right? I think so. I wanna get my Todoroki story and driving the Batmobile again. Yeah. Better. I don't get flashbacking too much, I feel. Now I'm just fixing some sound thing there in the flashbacking, so I'm driving the car, flashbacking. Here we go. Yeah. So he's like robbing like a Starbucks. Well, I guess people are fighting by themselves one. Yeah, they're like taking up the defense or whatever, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, like there was this. See, this flashback into this fight like for 4 times now. It's Christ. The flashback is way too much. He was the guy standing there with the sport item, I guess. Is he the vacuum cleaner guy? Is he the dishwasher guy? Maybe. People are setting up for themselves. Yeah. It's like this kind of fight now between the humans with sport items, I guess. Without actually having like quirks maybe even. Hey, too late, hero! Dishwasher guy. Yes, never hates the heroes. Okay, it says quit or something. But the episode was called like Todoroki Family Part 2, but I think it's only about Hawks. I guess it's part of an entire family, but it's a little bit like. Yes, number 9 quits. Walks off. This is that they've destroyed. They're like Throw paint, right? So that on my statue, right? Yeah, or just put a sign over it. That is kind of nice, even. Yeah, they didn't even like put paint over it. Just put a sign over it. The stain. Yeah, it's Stain, right? It's coming back here. Exactly. Stain's back. Picking up his katana. But he actually is gonna kill the bad guys though, so... yeah, Stain's gonna go around and kill the other guys now, so he probably won't kill heroes though. He's probably gonna kill... I mean, Stain kinda gets what he wanted. He's like, oh yeah, great. It's like a war now. I'm gonna go out and like get people, right? Yeah, Stain is probably like, oh yeah, interesting. Let me deal with this. Are we finally gonna see Mom? This episode is weird. They ended with, you know, obviously his wife coming in, right? Because I believe Endeavour is married to her, and it ended with her coming in, of course, to her son's hospital room, right? Very like it was her. It obviously was like still foreshadowed, but yeah, like. So now you're probably finally gonna see Mom, right, talking to her son here, for the first time in like what, 20 years? No, 10 years maybe. I mean, is it 12 years? Whatever. Something like that. I'm alive. Yeah, still so shocked since the Toga thing. I couldn't move. Yeah, he's like, have a hard time fighting my sons. Poor Endeavour, man. He's like, man, I couldn't move that. Yeah, recapping it too much, I would say. Yeah, they come back to recapping again, right? What was that? Okay, so he did pull his hair as a kid, I guess. Was it pain, maybe? Could he control his fire, right? Still don't really know exactly why he was burning, right? But I guess because Toga was like, you know, he hurts himself with his fire, so. Yeah, he never explained. Oh man, this is a sad scene. No, Papa and Endeavour crying. Here we go, Mom finally, right? Yeah, it's coming in with Mom. I can't talk to my dad when he's crying. Yeah, I can't handle that. Oh my god. Oh no, son! He's lying there crying. Like, we can't talk to him. It's weird. We can't talk to dad when he's sad. Man, that scene, man. With Papa and Endeavour crying. What are you crying for? Oh, shut up, boy. Man, I got to the door. How he's close? Yeah, so short. Yeah, he's close the door. He's like, I can't talk to my family. Man. Now it's getting weird, man. Oh. No, I love that he was like, let's don't talk to him. I can't talk to my dad crying. Man, it's a good ending. Some good, sad ending here. Now, because Mom, of course. Back. Man, this is some good stuff. My god, this last moment here with Mom coming in. And he cuts away to, of course, a boy. Man, but it's like the last minute, yeah, they were like... Not the Hawks thing was interesting, but yeah, it's the very last minute now, it's like, let's show you Mom, you know. Here's Mom, his dad crying. The very last minute there. Because the episode was called, you know, Todoroki's family, right, so... You would imagine focus more on Mom there. But yeah, of course I was right that it was her coming in the hallway last episode. That was very obvious, of course. We see the preview here. But it was very obvious it was Mom, of course, last episode. Whew. Oh, that was sad, and then Papa and Dad were crying, man. That was really sad. And he's like, and then of course his wife walks in. Yeah. What's there? Breaky ending. Oh, that was sad when he walked in there, definitely. Or she would have been. Yeah, let's see the preview. Let me review it. poor Baby Hawks, man. Baby Hawks was sad. Talk about that. There's one thing that I think is classic for anime, though, but they always do in anime, which is kind of weird. So don't have it actually looks in reality, but splendid. See what I mean. Here we go. Preview. It's probably more on Todoroki's family, right? Yeah. Exactly, and I was standing there. Oh yeah, they're finally gonna explain what happened, how he burned down the house, I guess. Yeah, next episode is really focused on the family. Yeah, and Toya and so on. Yeah, next episode is really focused on their family light. But as I said earlier, we still don't really know, you know, I mean, like how he actually burned down the house or whatever, right? Yeah, that was never really explained. We just kind of saw, you know, we kind of saw like, you know, oh, he's burning, oh, he's dead, right? But yeah, like we didn't see why, right? So I guess that's gonna be explained in the next episode. But now let's talk about Baby Hawk, baby. Baby Hawk, man. Baby Hawk was sad, man. It was just like, oh no. But it was kind of funny though. They played it off in a sad, funny way. Yeah, like he's crying there, right? And then he opens the door and he leaves immediately. He's like, no, I don't want to see my dad cry. That's weird. Yeah, he's like, I can't handle dad crying. So he's like immediately close the door again. That was kind of weird. That was like a sip here. And then let's review it. There we go, yeah. So, let's start with Baby Hawk, right? Of course, we have Hawks coming in there, right? His backstory. And, yeah, it was sad. I mean, his father was like a low-life criminal, right? Terrible parent. They were living in like garbage. One thing I say immediately, though, I was going to point it out, because it's very anime. Or I don't anime, but maybe it's like a Japanese TV thing, but this classic illustration, right, of people living in garbage, especially you see it with like, you know, Hikikamura or so on, right? They always have this thing where you just have all these bags, right, of garbage. You know, it's like a plastic bag with garbage. That doesn't make much sense, you know, like because most people that actually live in garbage, like in that kind of horrible environment, right? They just throw it in the trash. Trust me, I know from experience. No, no, but it's like they just throw it on the ground or whatever. I mean, they just gonna build piles of trash, right? They just gonna put them in, you know, and just put them like that, right, in like a pile. They just take these kind of things, right, and you just throw it on the ground or in a corner or whatever, right? They usually will never ever have them actually, you know, packaged in a bag, right? So maybe it's like a sensitive, but I never get why I don't do the manga and animes. They had trash in his house, little bit spread around though, but mostly it was still in these bags, right? But in reality, it would be more like an actual trash pile, right? You know, like several trash piles, just trash in piles, not in actual, like, you know, tied up garbage, right? But anyway, yeah, like so Hawks, of course, he lived in that horrible life, right? Terrible parents. His mom was obviously a victim too, right? But still, like, you know, she was also kind of crazy, right? So, and he, I guess, was like, yeah, just, you know, watching TV, similar to, of course, to Deku, right? You know, you see like All Might and Never Die with TV. You get like, oh my god, I want to be a hero. And then Endevour was like, oh, did Endevour kill my dad? Something awesome, yeah, finally freed, right? And like I said in the reaction part, I felt it interesting because usually when you see a character like Hawks, right, you think that, I mean, from the previous flashback, you think that, you know, all the government like kidnapped him and so on, or kidnapped him, but in his first flashback last season, 2 years ago, you kind of felt that Hawk was like taken by the government from his parents to be trained and be the perfect soldier or whatever, right? That kind of backstory. But now this episode here, when his mom is like, I don't know, having a breakdown on the subway, you're like, you know, maybe the government should take the boy. Yeah, it's like maybe social services should take her son and make him a hero and train him in a weird lab. But still, it's like, yeah, it's probably better for him. So he definitely got a better deal, right? What that? I like the interesting that he had the kind of the core combination of his parents, right? So his father had some kind of feather power as well. Kind of has him in his arm instead. And his mom could fly his eyes, right? They left his 2 eyes. So that, I guess that's how his powers works. Because he can then, I guess, you know, levitate, kind of control his feathers, right? His wings or whatever, yeah. He got a kind of mental power over his body parts, just like mom, right? But he also is, you know, a hawk, right? A flying guy, like his father. So he kind of got a combo there, right? So that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, of course we have the whole Endeavour family that's coming to, of course, Endeavour sooner, but you know, the whole fire and ice, right? You know, the classic. Oh, I want to combine these quirks, right? But Hawk is also then a quirk combination, right? Like levitation or something, telekinetic plus bird powers. So you can get some interesting powers with that, definitely. We also of course saw him and Jeanist driving around in the Batmobile, but it was sort of like Batman and Robin, and he's like, "Come on, Robin, let's go!" Yeah, but that was leading into a lot of the normal people fighting, right? Trying to support gear, fighting before the heroes gets there, right? And we saw, of course, Stain is back, right? You know, he went in and took a katana, right? But Stain is probably gonna help the heroes, right? Yeah, Stain's gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go and fight those bad guys for you. Yeah, he's probably gonna run around and primarily hunt other bad guys, right? Should do at least, probably. But yeah, let's go talk about Papa Endevour, man. Medicine was sad, man. I'm gonna get there. Of course, Mom also enters, right? Damn, I'm gonna take this here. Papa Endeavor's crying, man. As I always say, right? Best character in Academia. Yeah, but this scene was great, man. He was crying. This scene was terrible. But they also waiting for a weird joke. Yeah, how he shot up his door. He's like, "That's right!" And then he closes the door and runs away. I don't want to deal with this. He's like, "Ah!" Yeah. And his sister is like, "Come on, boy." Yeah. She's like, "Oh, no, shut up." Yeah. She goes in there like, take, shut up, boy. Go and talk to him. But yeah, the last thing was really, that was an emotional last minutes there, right? Like I said, though, I do wish that they had it, I don't know, earlier, but what I feel like a tease. Honestly, I feel like a tease, right? Because last episode ended with Mom clearly coming into the door, right? Talk to her son, and then it ended. And this episode basically just had, him crying, and then Mom comes in and talks to him a little bit. And he gets a shock face. He's like, "Oh my god, my wife is here," right? They get a shock face, and then surprise Pikachu face, and then it ends. So yeah, it was a little teasing. But next episode, I guess it's gonna really even more so go into Dabi and so on. Because as you said in the reaction part, I was like, well, yeah, we kind of know, how he survived, and it's been kind of obvious to the viewer for a long time, right, that his son and so on. But we still don't know exactly how it happened, right, with the whole fire and so on. And we saw a flashback this episode here, when Dabi was like, I don't know, pulling his hair or something, or Toya then, right? So I guess he's probably goes crazy by his, like, self-damage, probably, right? And he uses his firepower, he hurts him or something, so that's probably what's happening here, right? He's going crazy from that, like his skin's burnt or something. Probably. And but I think it's interesting how, we saw, of course, Mom trying to use her ice powers on him or something, right, in the flashback. And yeah, because what happens with Mom later, right, with Shota. So I think it'll be interesting to see how maybe she started losing it or something. I mean, it's a little bit weird retcon to think about it, right, in a sense, because we all have the classic, Endeavour, Todoroki, blah, 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 the whole family, burning Shota and that stuff, right? In that flashback, in the classic, season 2 kind of sad storyline, right? But then she goes, and lives in the mental hospital or whatever, right? But now then, we're gonna have another flashback. There's like, 5 years or 4 years before that, where she has like, I don't know, freezes her son. So yeah, now it's like, actually we're gonna go to this flashback. If he's almost at the retcon here, oh, you think that was sad? This is over here, yeah. It's like, no, okay, this gonna explain why this happened. So I don't know. I'm interested to see next week how it's gonna, like, maybe if it's really gonna merge in very well with the other thing. Explain how they ended up something. But it's a really good scene when she entered there, and yeah, come with the flowers to her husband there, right? To Endeavour, and he's like all crying and shocked face there. Yeah, Endeavour goes surprised Pikachu face there when his wife was in, definitely. That was a very powerful scene. Definitely the best in this episode. Absolutely. Jesus Christ, that was the best episode. That was by far the best. I'm excited for next week. Absolutely. But anyway, guys, please subscribe, slap it on, right? I'm not gonna react to Ito Uni, probably review it. I think Ito Uni said yesterday, right? I mean, imagine Ito Uni's anime to be kind of meh as always. So I'm probably gonna do it. To review it, probably, right? But yeah, Vash next Sting today, right? And I see doesn't have